These are three of the paintings that I just finished. This is for Christmas 2020. Lands by, I guess, portrait on my camera, just because there's 3x2 and they're big and hard for me to get into these. I painted this one for Matthew and Emma. This is for Sylvie and Andrew, and this is for my mom and Dennis. So this was one that I took in Iceland. When I took that picture, I knew I was going to paint it the moment I did. We were in Iceland this past June. Love the, I may just put them up individually on the easel. That may be easier to talk from. This was one that I kind of invented all the colors from it's a day that Dennis went to the creek with me a couple years ago looking for arrowheads, and it was a snowy kind of February day. There was no color, and my mom really wanted a color painting to put behind their bed, and about 3 feet by 2 feet. So this one worked out perfect. I just had to invent kind of a spring day. She wanted it really colorful. I think I did a good job with that small, simple shapes to make that look like Dennis. I think I pulled it off pretty well. A lot of fun. I actually invented, I made a brush. It's a dollar brush from the Dollar Tree. And you notice on this end, I burnt that. So I got those little bumps and stuff when you burn plastic, and I cut it up, and you basically just take it, you pick up paint, gob it up on those ends, and just let it come off. The other side's the same. I picked it up, globbed up the paint real thick, and just let it come off in clumps. And I made that brush just kind of for this effect because I wanted little stabs of paint, not a repeated little brush stroke that's just, you can kind of see the duplication all over the place. I don't like that. I like to be, kind of different shapes and stuff. So that's just fun stuff to do. I think I did a pretty good job in the water, making it look somewhat transparent with the shadows of the trees. And again, this was a lot of fun to do, is just to take the brush and rough it up. So that was one for Dennis and Mom. And I will put that over here. We'll do this one. I just finished this actually yesterday, just in time. Today is actually Christmas Eve, so I barely got it in time pushing it. This is a clock. My understanding, I honestly don't know much about this. Amber wanted me to paint something from, I believe this is a clock / I'm going to say church. I don't know the whole history. I guess I should, but something in Czech Republic. I think it's pretty meaningful. I really liked this picture that someone took that I found online that really showed the effect of light. The other ones were just kind of an information. It was just a picture of the clock. And this one, I think I was trying to make it have a little bit more interest. So I like the colors and the such. A lot of little details in there, and fun making some of these statues, making them just simple shapes and things. So that one was more challenging than I actually thought. That took me a little longer than I thought, but hey, all three of these were completely different paintings for me to paint. There was a lot of glazing, almost like watercolor, in that one. This one didn't really take long at all. I was pretty confident. This one was going to be a fun one. The most exciting thing for me, anytime I paint, I love to take simple, small shapes, kind of like Dennis in the creek, or this is Matthew and Emma, and try to get those shapes so that someone would look at this and know it's Matthew, know it's Emma, even though, they got jackets and it's a little bulky. It's a rainy day in Iceland. To not have any color, really, I think I did a pretty good job creating distance. But the most exciting thing about this painting, I've never done this before for me, was those are actually, see if I can get them to stand out at all. That is actually black sand that I got while we were there. I actually picked up black sand on the black sand beach in that same spot and sprinkled it into the wet paint. And I was very surprised how well it stuck. So I thought that was really cool to take and put into that. So that was a lot of fun. So anyway, that is the last month of every weekend and every lunch and every waking to do those. And then I'm going to get, now that I'm done with those, I'm going to get back into these that, you know, I'm doing for me. I've got a bunch of them sketched out of the kids, and I'm going to be knocking those out here soon. So again, it's I think, did I say 2023? I may have. It is December 24th, Christmas Eve 2022. This winter I'll be hitting back on the small painting project to try to get more done on our family tree that's going up our steps. So I'll keep you up to date. Merry Christmas. Have a safe holiday season, everybody.